I'm home now. Again, I got back on Monday and I didn't start the vlog. I didn't even upload last week's vlog until yesterday. I'm listening to the audiobook for A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and it's a childhood classic. It's about a little girl named Sarah who, I think this is supposed to be set in the early 1900s. Yeah. It's set in the early 1900s, and her father, who is very wealthy, had lived in India, basically. They were living in India for most of her childhood up until the year she turned 7, in which he sends her to a school for girls that her mother went to when she was... Oh, wait, no. Yeah. I don't know. She gets sent to this boarding school in America because the climate in India is not good for children as a whole, so her father wanted to get her out of that bad atmosphere. And so it's basically just about her life in school, and her just overall personality. She's very mature and very imaginative. She is so creative in everything she does and very smart and loves to read. And I think eventually at some point her father loses his money or something along those lines. I'm trying hard not to draw from the movie because from what I've read of this book so far, I know that the book and the movie are very different. But yeah, something happens with her father and she is now destitute and has to go and now work for the school rather than being a student there. And maybe get farther into I'll Be the One by Lila Lee. And this book is about a South Korean American named Sky Shin, I think. I mean, that's her American name, is Sky. And it has something to do with the fact that her actual Korean name means sky. And she is very into the K-pop culture, and as it is a big part of her own heritage and things like that. And she really loves the idea of becoming a pop star, basically, in the K-pop, I guess, genre of music and media. The thing is, though, that she is plus-sized. She is a size 16, and in that culture specifically, it is very, very fat-phobic, to say the least. They are, you think about, like, the standards that American models in just American culture they have. The Korean part of this culture is like that, only like 100 times more polarizing, according to Sky. And so people automatically turn to her and see her as an outcast, or it's very strange that she's trying to succeed in this particular path that she wants to go on. And I haven't gotten very far into this one. I think I'm only on chapter 2. But it starts off, she's going to this audition for a kind of like it's the Koreans' America's Got Talent, I think. It seems that way anyways. It's right now what she's just auditioning. She got through the preliminary rounds and now she's up to the actual audition part. And she's auditioning for both singing and dancing, which is, she feels pretty confident in both aspects. Anyways, it seems really good so far, and I'm really enjoying it. I picked this book for the prompt number 4 of the 1,000 Doors Read-a-thon. I think it was from Emma from Drinking by My Shelf. And her prompt was up, which is, just the word up, and you take it in any an interpretation that you can. And so I chose this book because the basic premise made it feel like this book would be very uplifting as a whole and just very positive. And so that's why I chose that book for that prompt. And then The Little Princess is for the Believe-a-thon, Read-a-thon. I want to go to Michael's today because I have been feeling the seasonal itch to get back into knitting, which is kind of a on again, off again hobby of mine, but it is stuck around more than any other creative hobby aside from YouTube, I suppose. Hence the reason why I'm probably going to finish A Little Princess, but not likely to get very far, and I'll be the one. Because knitting and physically reading, not normally things that go hand in hand. At least not as far as my experience. It's like me with eating. I can listen to an audiobook and eat at the same time, but physical reading and eating anything just does not mesh well. It's like taking away my focus from one or the other, so I'm eating really, really slow and reading at half the speed, which is not great because my reading speed is already not very fast. So I do plan on going to Michael's. I'm probably going to leave right now as it's very close to opening time. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm getting an early start to my day. I've had breakfast already. I'm going to have my coffee when I get back. So I'll just be ready to start the day in a very, very productive way. I think that's basically all I have to say for this introduction. I will see you again when I finished A Little Princess. Good morning. I'm in my car filming again because I got here 15 minutes early to work. So I'm just sitting in my car because I can't exactly go in yet. It's the wee early hours before the stores officially open. And since I don't feel like standing out in front of the doors waiting for somebody to let me in, I'm just gonna sit in my car and chill for a bit and catch you up on the reading I've been doing. I haven't finished any books yet. It's Tuesday morning, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but it's Tuesday morning at like 5:45. Oh, of course I put the book in the bag. I haven't gotten any farther really in I'll Be the One, but I have 2 hours, a little over 2 hours left of the audiobook for A Little Princess. I plan on finishing that today after I get done with work. But I brought I'll Be the One with me to work to read over my break. I have I'll Be the One on audiobook as well, so I'll be listening to that now as I knit. Probably get a little bit farther into it. I don't believe I probably won't finish it today. I hadn't really planned on finishing it today either, but I should be able to finish it tomorrow. And then I'll pick up something else. Most likely Ella Enchanted or the other book that I have left for the Believe-a-thon, Read-a-thon. Okay, so it is Saturday afternoon. I finished I'll Be the One yesterday, late yesterday, I think, or maybe, I don't know. I finished I'll Be the One at some point after the last time I checked up with you, and so I have picked up The Way I Used to Be for the 1000 Doors Read-a-thon, and Ella Enchanted for the Believe-a-thon, Read-a-thon. And I'll try to, I don't know. Oh boy. I'll get as far as into it as I can today and tomorrow, although, oh shoot, does that start today? I have to go and check. Oh crap. Alright, scratch that. I thought the Tome Topple started today. It does not. Tome Topple Round 13 just got announced earlier this month, so I hadn't planned on participating in that as well. But given that both of the readathons I'm participating in are going so well, I figure I may as well, but that doesn't start until the 14th, not today, so I do have a whole week to at least finish the 2 books that I'm now just started. The Way I Used to Be, I foresee probably finishing that in 3 days, maybe 4, and Ella Enchanted, it might be a little bit later this next week that I finish it because I'm physically reading it and I'm more into knitting things for Christmas right now, so audiobooks will be more of a priority, I guess, which is unfortunate for all the library books I have. But I'm hoping that after I finish The Way I Used to Be, I'll finally be able to pick up A Heart So Fierce and Broken, because I've been waiting to read that for a long time. So I realized I didn't summarize what either Ella Enchanted or The Way I Used to Be are about, so I'll just do that quickly now. Ella Enchanted is about a girl named Ella who lives in the town of Frel, or city of Frel, I think is what the area she lives in is called. And she's her father is a very wealthy merchant, so she's kind of like well up in the world, and her mom was a lady, so I guess that makes her a noble one. Anyways, when she was born, this fairy named Lucinda gave her the gift of obedience, and so now she has to literally answer every command anyone ever gives her, with no choice. And if it's an open-ended command, it won't stop until somebody then tells her to stop. And so she is now, I think, at the age of like 12, and she's starting, or no. So she grows up with this gift kept secret. Only her mom and the cook, I think, and Ella know about this gift. Her father doesn't know because he's really distant and doesn't live with, he's not around very often. So she grows up, and at the age of 15, her mom passes away, and I think her dad gets remarried to Wicked's stepmother with 2 stepsisters, and they come to live with them. And that's basically kind of what I know right now. I think she does at some point leave home to go and search for this fairy who gave her the gift of obedience to get her to take it back, because it's a really awful gift. And The Way I Used to Be is about this girl named Eden who gets raped by her brother's best friend. And it's her journey through high school, because it starts like halfway through freshman year for her, and it follows her as she continues her high school after that happens. Okay, so a quick wrap up to this week's reading vlog. I finished the 1,000 Doors Read-a-thon this week. Very pleased about that. And I'm still going on the Believe-a-thon though. I have a few books left for that before I finish completely. Part of this month. But other than that, the books I read this week are I'll Be the One by Lila Lee, A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith. And I started Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine, and I'm definitely going to finish this week, and probably one other book as well. We'll see. I happen to work quite a bit this week, so I'm not certain of that, but I should be able to at least finish Ella Enchanted. And I think the last book I have for Believe-a-thon, I'm gonna go and check. The last book I have to read for Believe-a-thon 3 might be, or at least one of them, is a really, really short book with illustrations in it, so it makes it even shorter. It is the Derby Daredevils. Yeah, and it's illustrated. It's kind of, yeah, it should be a very fast read. Honestly, if I started reading this tonight, I could probably finish it in one sitting. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So just that and Ella Enchanted, and I'll be done with Believe-a-thon too, so that'll probably be done definitely by the end of this week, if not, or next week, if not before then. Thank you all so much for watching this weekly reading vlog. Let me know what you read down in the comments. Hope you liked this video, and I will see you all in the next video soon. Bye!